What a great relief. Extraordinary news. A basketball star, but also a gay black woman is released. And, of course, we want the other prisoners like Paul Whelan released, too. It was like such an afterthought.
It might be the worst tweet of 2022.
Yeah. I wonder if Whelan is wondering if he should start identifying as a black lesbian.
I'm sure he wonders, right?
This video is brought to you by The Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store. Ladies and gentlemen, the flyest hats on the market. We got them prepared, ready for you. Leather patch, no leather patch, whatever you want. We got the hats for you. Go to theofficertatumstore.com, or you can just put tatumstore.com, or you can just do the link in the description section. We're giving 25% off of all of our headwear, store-wide, all the way through the weekend. All you have to do is click on the link, find the hat that you love, find the headwear that you love, and put in discount code HEADWEAR25. HEADWEAR25, you'll get 25% off all of our hats. We're only doing it through the weekend, only because we love you guys. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get a notification anytime I go live, make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to the channel. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget the merch is also down there in the carousel. You can also click on that and get other stuff if you like. So, but let me talk about this. You know, there's the controversy of whether or not our country should have gotten a Marine back over Brittany Griner, who's a basketball player. And the funny thing is, she plays for a team in Phoenix called Phoenix Mercury. And I've been living in Phoenix since I was 18. I didn't even know they had a women's basketball team. I didn't even know Brittany Griner lived here. Women's basketball is such a joke. Not the women, but the basketball organization. But anyway, just so we're up to speed, Donald Trump was in office. He did not get Whelan back. Joe Biden is in office now. He didn't get Whelan back. Whelan's family is very upset because they believe that the swap was unjust. And I could see why they believe that. Whelan argues that the flash drive was supposed to be holiday photos from another person that gave it to him. I don't know why he had $80,000 in his pocket simultaneously while swiping a USB drive with somebody. However, his claim is that he was set up in a sting, as if the Russian citizen that he knew was I guess a part of a sting or something of that nature, or they tried to set him up and frame him, and they gave him the flash drive, then they busted him. But if you ask me, you know, that seems way too juicy to be true, and I think that I would love to see information. However, it was all done behind closed doors. All of the court, everything was done behind closed doors, and there's no evidence or information to give anybody any relevant evidence to defend him. But he was in the Marine Corps from 2003 to 2008. Much of his time was as an administrative clerk in Iraq. The end of his career, he got dishonorably discharged for larceny and other lesser offenses after being found to have tried to steal $10,000 from the military. So, you know, we all say he's a Marine, he's a Marine, he's a Marine. I just wonder what Marines feel about a Marine getting dishonorably discharged. Does that change your perspective on Whelan? Do you think that it's justifiable that they left him over there, being a dishonorably discharged Marine, bringing disgrace to the Marine Corps? Now, I'm not a Marine, so I can't speak on it, but maybe other Marines may believe that he's a disgrace. Maybe some other Marines may understand that he can be redeemed. But nonetheless, he's not coming across with a clean slate. Very well, just like Brittany Griner, he may have done what they claimed that he did. The question is, how did we give over such a prominent person for somebody that's not very prominent? The only thing that makes Brittany Griner more prominent is because she's a girl. And then also she's a WNBA basketball player just to happen to be black and LGBTQ. If it was a white girl over there, she'd be stuck. If it was a white dude over there, he'd be stuck. They'll let him do that 9 years. Or he'll do a couple of years. He'll do about 5 years. And then they'll try to bring him back after a while. But I just think, you know, it's like in a sports comparison, it's like trading a first-round draft pick for a person that ain't played football in 10 years. You know, they're getting a sweet deal. They're getting a person that was essentially a terrorist, that wasn't just, you know, doing dirt in the United States of America, but he was doing dirt all over the world. He was a prolific criminal. And we get a girl that's, you know, everybody's life is worth something, but I mean, we get somebody that's not as valuable, in my opinion. And you have somebody like Whelan who at one point did serve in our military, and he could have been set up. He could have been there with money in his pocket because he wanted to go splurge and have a good time. Or he could have been there doing nefarious things. But why couldn't we negotiate giving y'all the baddest guy that we probably have in custody from Russia and give us 2 of our people? Brittany Griner is a no-name basketball player. I mean, I say no-name, meaning that in a scheme of professional basketball, if you include men and women, she's completely irrelevant. And you have another guy who actually served in our military. You would think that we should be able to get both of those people for that one person. But we didn't. We dropped the ball. But Donald Trump comes out. And this is one thing I don't like about Trump. Like, I don't understand how he just, like, I was telling y'all about the stock. You know, he was doing okay. He wasn't good enough to win after the 2020 election, you know, going back to re-election in 2024. He wasn't quite there yet. He needed some momentum on his side. He literally lost stock when he came out against Ron DeSantis. He probably lost half of his stock when he came out against Ron DeSantis. Then he lost even more stock. You know, when you know, I got to move on to a doggone ad, but then I'll get to the stock analogy here in a second.
I have to say I am greatly disappointed that more has not been done to secure my release, especially as the 4-year anniversary of my arrest is coming up. I was arrested for a crime that never occurred. I'm happy that Brittany is going home today and that Trevor went home when he did. But I don't understand why I'm still sitting here. My bags are packed. I'm ready to go home. I just need an airplane to come and get me.
I'll finish what I was saying about Brittany Griner. You know, one thing that's funny, Sean told me in the break, and my wife told me about this yesterday. Brittany Griner had a domestic violence charge. At least she was arrested for domestic violence back in 2015. Now, Brittany Griner was a man, and she had a domestic violence charge against a woman. They'd be telling her, leave her over there. You woman beater. But she a woman beating up another woman or whatever she did to the woman. It's all good because she LGBTQ. Anyway, Trump. Now let me read what Trump said, because I think this is why Trump is losing his stock value. I forget the numbers that I used, but I told you when in 2016, Trump was at like $800 a share. And then by the time he got to 2020, Trump was really, in my opinion, before the COVID, Trump was at like $1,500 a share. Then after COVID, during the 2020 election, Trump was down to probably like $1,100 a share, which I think he was popular enough to win the presidency. But you know how 2020 went. And then all the investigations probably got him down to about $1,000 a share. And then when he went out against Ron DeSantis, he went down to about $500 a share after coming out against Ron DeSantis in such an epic time of Ron DeSantis' success in his career, Republican success. And then I believe that when he did his speech, he went back up from $500 a share to about $800. You need to be around $1,200, $1,300 right now to win. So he went up to about $800 a share. And then he met with Kanye West and a white supremacist. It went all the way down to back down to $500 a share. And then what he don't realize is that him coming out against Brittany Griner, he just probably went down to $450 a share. I don't know why people are not advising Donald Trump. Stay away from these issues. We'll talk about it. You need to be the president. You need to be presidential. You need people on both sides to vote for you. I don't. I'm going to talk trash about Brittany Griner as much as I want to, especially if it's what I really feel that's what I believe. But Trump, you can't talk trash about these black athletes, because what are they going to do to you? They're going to say Donald Trump hate black people, he hate women, and he hate gay people. That's what they're going to say. And then Donald Trump didn't get Whelan out when he was the president. So they're going to say, you hypocrite. You didn't get Whelan out, but you're mad at Biden for not getting Whelan out. And you're attacking a black trans, or not trans. She ain't trans. She look trans, but she not. You're attacking a black woman who's gay. That's the trifecta. of social justice. You know, let me read what he's saying. I wish somebody was telling him to stop, dude. Stop. He says, what kind of deal is it to swap Brittany Griner, a basketball player who openly hates our country, for the man known as the Merchant of Death? Trump wrote in the Post. He also wrote, what a stupid and unpatriotic embarrassment for the USA. And you got in mind, when he was the president, he didn't get Whelan back either. And he did a swap, but he didn't get Whelan in that swap. Both presidents didn't get Whelan back. Now, if you feel like Whelan ain't worth getting back, then don't come out here and say this. If you think he was worth it and you didn't get it done, now they want to criticize you over it. He did it with LeBron James. I don't understand why people aren't telling Trump to slow down on this. It doesn't matter what you feel, Trump. You got to be the president, because what do you know? Joe Biden and them can say whatever they want to say. They're going to be protected by the media. They're going to be protected by institutions. But we can't say that. You can't have a soundbite out of you bashing Brittany Griner. It's not going to bode well for you, because they're going to play that and play that and play that, and all the black people are going to say, "Oh, forget him, man. He out there attacking our women. He out here attacking black folks. I knew he was a racist." I guarantee you they're going to talk about it on left-wing media, if they ain't already talking about it. I just do not understand why Trump feel like he has to say this. We already know, Trump, we already know probably what you feel about this. You ain't got to say it. Let us say it. Let the pundits say it. If you weren't running for president, then say it away. Tweet it, truth it, whatever you call it. Do whatever you want. But when you are stepping on the podium and you're saying, I want to be the president of the United States of America, you have to appeal to at least the Republican and then the moderate. Like, you have to appeal to that. If you're a Democrat, you got to go Democrat moderate and some Republicans. If you're a Republican moderate, some Democrats. Bro, if you just Democrats, far right Democrats, you can't win like that. I think, but Trump, it's too late for Trump, because no matter what you tell him, or nobody's telling him anything, he's still meeting with ignorant folks. His company just got charged with, found guilty on 17 counts or something stupid. It's like, it's impossible at this point to balance enough vote. It's not impossible for me to vote for you. I'm still voting for Trump. I don't care what he say. He called Brittany Griner a B. I'm still going to vote for Trump. But will the rest of the country pull the lever? Or are they sick of the drama? Are they sick of the name calling? Are they sick of the childishness from politicians? I don't know. We shall see. But anyway, I want to know. I wish that I could talk to Whelan's family and see what they have to say about what he did. And it's, of course they're going to defend him, but I want to hear their side.